always want more. Like
Right.
we always want more. But we got to realize that the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
At all.
And that's what that's the thing I see from that relationship is
Straight up.
like you want all of this fame, you want all of this money, you want all of this attention. But once you realize that what I wanted is really causing the most detriment and the most depression for me, then you start to look at it like, maybe it wasn't so bad back then.
Exactly.
Because every time a rich nigga, every time you see rappers talk about it, they all talk about fame and everything that come with it. Basketball players before they become like, you know, famous and become like superstars, they start to think about the times that they were enjoying. Their favorite times was high school.
Right.
When it was just
when you hungry for it.
Yeah, and when it was just all a dream, when they didn't even realize that it could have been a reality for them.
Right.
And that's a big thing. That's the big thing that I see. Like I was watching this other podcast with John Wall talking about his high school career and shit like that. And we ain't got to get into that, but I feel like Krishan, she wanted something more, and she got something more. But what comes with that comes with more money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems. More
Straight up.
fame, more problems. And it's like, can you deal with that? Are you built or equipped to deal with that? And that's the big question.
And I don't think she was.
Of course,
to me, I don't think that she was, and that's why she handled it. She thought that she can fight the same battles that she's fought in the beginning of her life,
Right.
or before she met Blueface. She thought that she can fight it the same way. Because if you just look from the baddies and all that, if you just look from it, she was fighting. Oh yeah,
that was her whole thing.
Once she got to the top of the pinnacle, the mountain,
Yeah,
I can just fight my way out of this, and he'll submit like everybody else submitted. But now you have to deal with these battles totally different. You have to come to it with a mindset of, damn, how can I win, and how can I move around the least, be the most silent? It's a silent killer.
that's a fact. Because with different positions comes with different techniques. If you a linebacker and you a lineman, it comes different techniques to win that battle.
Mm-hmm.
If you a point guard going to shooting guard, it's different positions and it comes with different techniques that you got to do to win that battle. Same in life.
Right.
She came from, we're not gonna say the mud, but she came from regular living to better living,
Right.
and it comes with different traumas, different struggles, different fights, different battles. But you got to understand that there's a different technique and a different actual skill set that you got to have with, figuratively speaking, that's actually going to make sure that you can actually make it through this.
Right.
And I feel like she, some people just second guess that. A lot of people kind of, maybe not second guess it, but they undermine it.
Mm-hmm.
And you think like, oh man, well shit, I got it. Like you said, fighting the battles the same way.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna move up. It's just gonna make me stronger. But no, it kind of enhances your character flaws.
Right.
The more money, the more fame, it enhances your character flaws. The different position it enhances or it magnifies not your flaws, but your downcomings, your shortcomings.
Right.
Like I feel like, and not just to get on Krishan or not to get on Blueface, not to get on Krishan so much, because she was a regular person trying to find a better life.
Right.
And he sold her on having a better life.
Yeah.
And niggas think that a better life is just material.
Mm-mm.
But she could have been with a regular nigga and have been happier, to be honest.
In my opinion.
Yeah. And he could have found some random ass Black China type bitch that he could play with and do what he wanted to do and probably be happier because he's letting everything happen. I mean, he let everything go and she gonna let everything go. And they really could have been better without each other. And I feel like a lot of relationships, like it's a lot of broken people getting into relationships trying to fix themselves.
Right.
And that's where the sick shit comes. It's sick, but it's a sickness. You're two broken people trying to come into a relationship and fix each other when you haven't even fixed yourselves. Right. And Shorty wants to I'm gonna change him, I'm gonna make him a better man, but you haven't made yourself a better woman. And dude's like, nah, same niggas try to wife hoes or whatever happens. Like I'm trying to, fix her. I'm gonna make sure that she's a wifey, but you haven't even fixed yourself to be a husband or to be a good man. Man. See, I've been watching Mom and Pops a lot lately.
Man, yes sir. Yes sir.
But that's what it is. Like you're broken people coming into relationships trying to fix each other. How is a broken screwdriver going to screw in the screw in the
talk that
screw?
talk.
So like
talk
like
that
real
talk.
shit. Like two broken people can't fix each other because you gotta come complete or as a whole being to even be able to maneuver through the situation. Well, we talking about that. Then Michael Jordan been sitting there for a minute. Yeah. Just letting it rock. I just want to rock. Body out of here. But yeah, bro, it's a lot of like people are broken. People are incomplete, and they think the relationship is going to complete them.
Straight up.
Like some people, they like.
I feel like we live in that world. Like that's where we live.
And that's what social media does for us. Like you said, toxicity is accepted, and that's the norm on social media. People want to shout out to Blueface, Bluetooth. They also want to shout out Diddy and Carisha.
Mm-hmm.
That's all toxicity at the end of the day.
Straight up.
That's all toxicity at the end of the day. The only people that I feel like kind of broke the toxicity norm or the toxicity stereotype was probably Offset and Cardi B. Because when they was getting into their relationship, it was a whole bunch of Offset cheating. Cardi was just with a nigga that was locked up, and then she hopped out the car on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And was fucking with Offset.
Right.
When she was on Love and Hip Hop, she was with a nigga.
Right.
And she was fucking with a nigga on the show. And then she got out of that, and then she became popping, and she got with Offset. And that nigga, remember that nigga was coming out?
Yeah. That once he got out of jail.
Yeah, once he got out, he like, yeah, I'm on your head type shit. And toxicity has always been the norm, and it's been really accepted from what we see on TV, what we see with celebrities, because we think that, oh, they got more money than they can fight the problems I got. Because everybody got them problems as far as toxic relationships. We all got those problems.
Or trauma or whatever, however you want to put it. You've been through enough in your life to know exactly, like, hey, yeah, I done been through some shit. But it's up to you personally to address whatever that is. Right. And then when you come into the relationship, you should come into a relationship whole. Instead of with all your... And it's not that... We're not saying that you're coming into it without your trauma. You have it.
Facts.
It's how have you dealt with your trauma. Now you're in a position that you have the house, you have the cars, you have everything that you need. That's because your talent allowed you to have that. Right. But the inside, the person that you are when you by yourself, like who are you then? Have you dealt with that person? And if you've dealt with that person, now we can have a real conversation of us being together on some shit, whoever it may be. That's or even in friendships. Friendships, it's the same shit.
No cap.
Nothing changes. It's like, nigga, have you dealt with that person in order to be my sister, my brother, my bro? You know what I'm saying? Have you dealt with the that's
of this one? Drink to that, man.
Man, for real.
I really fuck with this Black Land, no cap.
Nah, this is what we on today.
I fuck with it.
Man, you recorded the whole video here, that
nigga? I was just like, that
I thought that nigga was taking pictures. Shit,
that might be the clip.
Man,
what you talking about?
Man.
No, I know you do.
36. Got another hour in this bitch.
Speak on it.
Shit. Where we at, Bree? Where we at, Rico?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I'll cut that out.
So I cut it off, but that'll definitely be cut out. But yeah, man, I just say, just to close, you want to close out on the?
I feel like I did, but
okay. Now I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that we skipping. We going to the next one. But just to close out on that topic with Blueface and Bluetooth or Krishan Rock. My biggest thing is if you're in a relationship, just my closing thoughts. Being in that relationship, getting in that relationship, make sure that you are complete. Make sure that you're not broken. Get into these relationships. Broken people, like hurt people. Broken people cannot fix people. That's something that can never, like, it just don't add up. It don't make sense. That's like, I ain't gonna do that. But that'd be crazy.
Man.
But like broken people can't fix people. And you can't expect yourself to fix a broken person if you haven't done the work to fix yourself or to complete yourself or to heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Two open wounds ain't never.
Shit. What you gonna do with that, man?
What can you do with that?
What you gonna do with that, man?
What can you do with that? That's all I got to say, man. Make sure, like, shout out to Bluetooth, shout out to Blueface. I hope the best for everybody. Blueface did end up saying that there was a kid on the way. She's pregnant, and before she announces that it's his kid, he want to say that it's 10 other baby daddies, or 10 other potential baby daddies in the situation.
I mean, I wouldn't fuck with a bitch that fucked 10 niggas in a year.
While I was with her. In the whole year that I was with her.
That's crazy.
Nuts. That's nuts. And you try to say...
I'm not fucking with
you.
no
You're not
bitch
P. You
that,
not...
No.
That's not P.
That's simp shit.
Speak on it.
If she fuck a half of a nigga...
shit, man.
I'm talking about if she fuck a half a nigga. I'm talking about... Listen... If she fuck a half a nigga, whether she topped that nigga or that nigga topped her, either way you put it.
Yeah.
But topping the bitch sounded a little crazy.
I was like
some other shit.
Because if she topped a nigga, I do not want to see that bitch again.
No, I'm just saying if she top a nigga, or she let a nigga, I don't know.
That's a question.
Bro, how would you feel if I ain't gonna say your bitch, but
no, I'm here.
If your bitch if she just got a coochie ate by the nigga.
So that's all I'm about to ask. Like, what's worse? Your bitch getting her coochie ate or your bitch dropping top on another nigga? Do we even have to ask that question?
Honestly, listen. She can get a coochie ate.
Yeah, that's a fact.
She can get a coochie ate.
Yeah, because that nigga's a munch.
If she dropped that neck.
But if she turned... But if she turned into a munch...
If she dropped that neck, it's different.
It's a wrap.
Listen, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
You seen that shit on Twitter with the dude caught this bitch out there getting back shots? And he
stabbed?
He came out stabbed. He stabbed the nigga about 4-5 times, stabbed her 39 times.
If she dropping that neck, it's different.
Listen, if
bitch can't drop that neck.
Nah, for
that's
real.
Different, bro.
That's sick.
That's different.
That was never your bitch if she dropping neck for another nigga. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what if you dropping top for another nigga and you got a nigga at home, that's crazy. Am I tripping? Cause you know.
Call me mijo, cause she gotta go.
That whore has got to go.
Shit, fuck that.
You unlock this for me? Whore, you have to go.
Nah, if she dropping that neck on another nigga, it's different. I can't deal with that.
I couldn't even fathom that shit. I couldn't even fathom.
But no, if she fucking 10 other niggas, bro, she gotta go.
Yeah, cause she done drop top on at least 3 of them niggas. Like, just keep it a buck. What that nigga Cole said, she only fucked about 3 or 4 niggas. So you know you gotta multiply by 3.
Listen, if it's 10 niggas,
that's crazy.
That bust, that's different.
That's nuts. He done bust on the
bro, listen. What?
I'm sick of this shit.
I hope it wasn't Drake in there, man.
Cause you see he was talking about Drake.
I hope it wasn't Drake. You know Drake a slick ass nigga, man.
Drake a sick nigga.
Yeah.
I got another part I want to bring on to have that conversation about. That nigga really admires how Drake fucks other niggas' bitches. It's just really kind of sick. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, he's sick too.
It's kind of wild. Yeah. You already know what it is. Niggas. You already know what it is, but
is that that's
you ain't never met this nigga.
All right, okay. I thought that was.
Oh, Bucko?
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't never met this nigga. But you gonna meet him. Nigga, solid nigga. But
freak ass nigga.
Go ahead. Yeah, he's a freaky nigga.
Hey, go on there.